thought a Bill Belichick press conference was hard to watch, and listen to Mike McDaniel beats him by a country mile. He needs a press secretary. Yeah. I mean, yeah, McDaniel's not the best in press conference with the and every answer, and inside every answer there's a like 400 of them. Yeah, it's bad. He's the problem with Mike McDaniel is he's so smart. Okay, this kind of stuff is boring to him. He won't tell you that, but he has to play the game, and then he has to like entertain. And in the process, he has to think about how he's going to craft every answer. And this is boring to him. And it's not meant in an insulting way. It's just something that he probably deep down inside would rather not have to deal with. But in the way he deals with it, and he'll evolve over as years go on, you're going to laugh at this kind of stuff because it'll change as time goes on. As he has success, as he breaks, well, I'm sorry if I'm being positive here. I'm sorry if I do that. But as he breaks glass ceilings and he wins a playoff game or two or three, as he gets to a conference final, or maybe if he wins a Super Bowl, I'll give you this. Eric Spoelstra, day one in 2008 and 9, and then Eric Spoelstra now. He's changed, right? He's a lot more,
just a little bit, but
he's a little more. He's much more confident in himself.
Much more confident, especially in the press conferences.
And he isn't a company guy so much. Like he'll like say what's on his mind sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I think that McDaniel will evolve as time goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand. Everyone that takes over a new job, a new part of your career, it's all new to you. And you are then hit with all this stuff for the first time ever. And then you'll be hit for it the second and the third time. But if you are able to grow in the process, become a great salesperson, become a great communicator, become a great politician, become a great athlete, become a great coach, whatever it is you are, CEO or whatever, as you grow, those experiences will allow you to then be able to be a little bit more comfortable in yourself. Right now, he is walking on eggshells for all his press conferences. And he's trying to construct and design every answer for the media and the fans where he's not really creating any issues. But it'll get to a point, like example. Today, there was a question where they asked him about, well, so hey, is Aaron Brewer snapping? Is he moving around? And so he's like, you're trying to get me to say something about injuries when I don't have to say anything till next week, you know? And eventually he'll get to a point when you ask him that question, he'll say, "Don't worry about it. We'll address that next week when we get to the injury report." Next question. Let's move on. And why? Because you had to have success already. Now they can't really question you nearly as much. Right now they're going to question everything you do, even what you excel in, offense. Yeah, no, let's question his quarterbacking because, of course, he must not know anything about quarterbacking. Let's just question his offensive line because he must not know anything about designing offensive line and run play, and he must not know and his Frank Smith and what's it called the offensive line coach. What's his name? Butch Berry. They must not know nothing. Oh, wait, they're not going to trade for Taylor or Cook? They would put him over the top. No, our guy scored 20 touchdowns. Why do we need the other guy? And our third-round pick was averaging 11 yards a carry. But what do we know? You see what I'm saying? This is the psychological game that we all play as fans and media. So we're actually questioning where he excels in. Everything that they're doing on offense, they're excelling way better than we ever have seen in over 20 years. But we continue to question it. I don't know. I don't remember. What was the last running back that scored 20 touchdowns? Oh, there's not? Ricky, maybe, right? Ricky, one of those years.
Ronnie during that Wildcat time.
Yeah, I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had like 15 1-yarders in 1 year.
I wonder what Ronnie.
I mean, when was the last time both backs were averaging? I don't know what it was per carry. This is what it is. So McDaniel will get better in his diction, in his delivery, in his comfortability. Okay? He will be so comfortable to be able to express himself without necessarily so much worried about what he's going to say. And this is part of the evolution of a young coach. We just get to watch it from the beginning. We never get to watch the finished product. And by the way, all the guys that started here were never able to go finish somewhere else, so they were all failed hires. Because in the end, it's not like a coach left here and then went on somewhere else, right? I don't think any coach left here. No, but he left to college. Yeah, he left to college and was the best ever. But none of our coaches left us and then became great coaches somewhere else.
Not only that, but they never even went to like offensive or defensive court. Like they're all assistant coaches.
Yeah.
They're not even.
Yeah, no, they're not great coordinators.
Yeah.
Back to being great coordinators or something. Yeah, no. Yeah, most of them, no. Even Wani went to Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? But it's like nothing. So we never here. Let's hope we get to see the finished product. Let's see, huh? Oh, but that's an interim coach. Yeah, that doesn't count. That's an interim coach. And at that time, he wasn't even close to being ready. So that's not a very good answer either, because he had to go to New Orleans and one more stop, and then he got his break, because then he was able to became more of a coach. He got experience. That was like a decade later, right? Easily.
Todd Bowles the same way, right?
Yeah. Oh, Todd Bowles never got there. He sucks. He sucks. I know he's gotten many jobs. He's a defensive coordinator. Todd Bowles sucks, dude. I wouldn't want Todd Bowles as my head coach for nothing in the world. Absolutely brutal.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.